Okay, so I just wanted to just share my thoughts on this T-Track mount tie-down kit. The manufacturer sent me this kit, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. Now, if you have a truck or some other piece of equipment that has the T-slots in there for mounting any kind of gear or any kind of hardware, you really want to get a high quality set of fasting points. So if you have to put some bungee cords down, or you want to put some ratchet straps down, you got to have some connection points. And so what this company's done is they've created these loops or rings that you can fasten to any sort of T-slot fasting system. Usually you'll find them in like pickup trucks and stuff like that. So if you're watching this, you kind of know what that's for. But I just want to show this is a pretty high quality kit, and they've actually thought about quite a few of the things that you need to sort of keep in mind as you use a product like this. So, for example, you've got these pretty high strength bolts that would slide into your T-slot, right? And then what they've done is they've also provided some rubber washers of different sizes and steel washers of different sizes to what I want to say there, to make the connections a little more solid. So the way I'd see this working is that you put it in the slot, and then you'd throw your large rubber washer over that, then your smaller steel washer, right? And then you'd go with your so your big steel washer, a small steel washer, and then this rubber washer to end at the very top. Okay, and then finally you would take the ring and you would fasten it to the top on the top bolt like that, right? Okay. And so let me just snug it up here. I should have probably filmed this outside on a truck, but I wanted to really get this out, get this video finished here. So look at that. So now normally you wouldn't have this extra thread on the inside because the T-slots are quite thick. So I'm just going to back out for a second here. So you could just to kind of, just to give an example of that. So this is what it looked like. And so you could put a series of these on your truck bed or on your fasting system. And then you can also, just as an example, then you could also do things like, hook a ratchet strap to it, right? That's one way you can use this. Or if you needed to have like a bungee cord on it or something like that, you could hook a bungee onto that. What's also interesting too is that the hook is large enough so that you can actually just, depending on how you need to fasten things, you could just put a ratchet strap, let's say, through the loop and then hook it on any other way you'd like. So there's quite a few. This fastening system provides you with several different options to fasten things to your T-slot system. The kit comes with four different rings, so you can create 4 different attachment points, and that's usually pretty good for most applications. I've when I'm transporting gear or equipment in my truck, I usually just need about 4, to do a cross strapping situation or what have you. But in any case, you want something that's going to be strong enough to take the loads that for typical things that you might use in a vehicle. And these guys have done a great job. I like the fact that they're black, and they've been painted, and so they're not going to corrode on you, so they thought about quite a few of these things in the making of this product. So and one last thing, they also provide an extra set of washers and rubber gaskets, just as an extra. Sometimes these little things can get lost, so they've kind of thought about that. So you've got a little extra something here to use in the event something were to go missing, right? But I like this product. These are heavy duty steel rings that are going to be quite strong for the things that you might need. And all the pieces are in a kit, and it's a simple kit, but in those times when you need to fasten something to a vehicle and you just need these connection points, this will provide you with those options. Thanks for this one, and I know you'll enjoy using this product as well.